ended up killing their whatever false science they have dealt with. They killed it because now everybody in the world is watching that film and is investigating who they originally are. Now, I've been saying for the last 10 years, we're first frequency people. We're God's chosen first. Amma's chosen first, which is the Dogonic word for the creator. So we always want to correct that as much as we can. But being first means that we had to have been the first Hebrews. We had to have been because we were the first people on the planet. Now, here's where it gets really sticky. Now, this is where they might come after you and me, because what I'm about to say, people don't really get an opportunity to say on air, but I'm a reverend and a doctor, PhD in metaphysical science and philosophy. How can you be the chosen people when you came in second?
Come on now, Rev.
I'm just asking mathematical, logical questions. If Amma said, I am going to replicate and duplicate myself, and I'm going to create the best of myself, so that whatever this multiple entity that we now know called the African experiences will be able to show victory. Regardless of what happens to them, they are the best of the best, strongest of the strong. And so by default, they are the first. Now, how can the first people not be the chosen people and the second people who came hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years later be chosen?
Yeah.
Makes no sense to me. And that's just from a logical perspective, but also theological. Where is your science?
Yeah.
Right. We are scientists. What I do on my platform, the folks that I hang out with, we just had a brother physicist, brother Ron Spears on there. We've got our mathematician, pi ratio. We've got our great scholar, researcher, and elder, Dr. Clyde Winters. We are up here doing hardcore research to prove Black people have been and always been first on everything and first to populate every inch of this beautiful thing we call Earth. So Kyrie just, what did he do? He recommended something like you and I do every day on social media.
Yeah.
That's why we have social media.
Yeah.
Hey man, check this out. I saw this film. I thought it was great, right? Why aren't they saying something about Black Panther? We're promoting that.
Come on now, Rev Shock, because they give him the anti-Semitism label when we look at the movie that he posted, From Jews to Negroes, or From Hebrews to Negroes. I'm sorry.
Hebrews to Negroes, yeah.
Yes, the movie is talking about in the movie they make claims that the Holocaust was fake. So you can look at that however you want to, right?
Sure.
They make claims that Black people are the original Jews, that Jewish people control the media in different forms like that. But these are things that
the only thing that I saw that was a lie was that the Holocaust didn't happen. Them shits happened. Okay, that happened. But but here's the rub, my brother. The Jews, they try to take their 2 to 3 year hell of the Holocaust and compare that to 500 years of what we've been dealing with. I'm sorry, y'all are not going to win that fight. Y'all are not going to win that pissing contest. We own that. So we don't have empathy or sympathy for you. We got our own problems, and you are part of the problem, because the moment Jews identified and was able to access and identify as white, which they did, what happened? What did Jews do for us?
I was going to say that, Rev Shock.
What have they done for Black people? Now, I'm going to tell you a little secret, and this is really controversial, but don't believe me. I'm going to do a Kabbalah Wasakamane. Don't believe me. Go look it up. In Africa, on the walls of in the place of no return, there's the sign of David in the doorways, etched in the doorways. So y'all say, oh, we didn't have anything to do with the slave. Come on now. Come on. Please, this is stupid. This is stupid. And so I think what's happening is that the truth is finally coming out, and is coming out massively, and they are in a PR crisis par excellence, because they have to keep the lie alive and keep the narrative alive. If they don't, then they go back into the Dark Ages.
Now, Rev, do you think if he would have posted a link of a documentary about Christianity, about the beauties of Christianity and its religion, or a Bible verse, why do you think he getting this kind of backlash for that information?
Right.
When if he would have posted something about just the regular Bible that a lot of Black Americans consume,
Sure,
it would have been
sure.
no problem.
Well, here's the rub. Even Black people are recognizing that they're special. That their first frequency gods and goddesses having a Negro, nigga, thug, thought, bitch, hoe experience. We've been socially engineered. We were always gods. We were always goddesses. We are socially engineered to be this fourth frequency thing that I talk about in the street. So when you look at the understanding of who we are, and here's the rub, and I get it, because they identify as white, because they are of European origin, meaning coming out of the ice and then going through the Dark Ages. It's painful, Harrison, when you don't have a first story. When you don't have a first creation story, you have to make it up.
Ain't that something?
And so because when they looked at the power of these anti-miscegenation laws that came out in 1681 that created this new designation called white people, and that was the birth of white supremacy, the birth of white privilege. As a result of that, they got a shot to create a new narrative, right? We are not supposed to be as Black people. We are not supposed to be worshiping or celebrating some imaginary white boy on a stick and an imaginary